When a good wife passes away, it will be the first time you hear a man cry like a child. It's late, and he's not doing it behind the locked doors of his bedroom. Neither is he doing it silently. He's on the road home. His hands behind his head is coming from the hospital. And of course you'll cry too, because he sounds like what he's going through. Because you know him. Because a man has never been to the road at such a witching hour, bathed in sorrow, buried in great pomp and solemnity, waking the whole estate. His shirt turned to a goodbye post, painted in teardrops trailing down his white face, burning his chest. He remembered the first time he saw her smile, and his tears will never dry. The winds by the roadside will blow with the winds to his home, and he will speak words from a heart of pain with a voice of agony-filled eloquence, waiting to see his better half just once more, and will have no other reason to remember what he can't forget. When a good wife passes away, you'll see her friends burst her home, washing it with the pain from their eyes. Her children will be held down on the weights of a bleeding heart and an inconsolable dad. They will walk down the memory lane, excavating each nostalgic portion sent to them anytime she missed them. They will rant and rave and sing the sender's address. They will drain in pain, remembering the day she sat by their bedside, teaching them how to say her name, and how she laughed anytime they said it otherwise. Back then, she'd convinced them that they would find comfort in saying it, and sure as such, it always elevated them above the heights of their fear. Today, the same name is snatched right from the tips of their tongues and stuck onto the cross, slightly above the face that had been pretty enough over the years to always earn a smile. Tell me, isn't that enough to prompt your tears? When a good wife passes away, her husband is left in unending sadness, distancing himself from anything that gives him solace. This man will live in sorrow not so long after he's been awarded the happiest man. Joy is something he's been working on all along, but no, not on such days when his mornings are filled with suicidal ideations, his late nights with paintings of her in his oblivions as he grabs a memory lane once in a while and wraps it into a fairy tale titled "To My Grandchildren," embraces the last piece of his heart left on earth, just art. By and by, the mornings leave him stripped of a day before he would finally meet with his love, and he admits and confesses to the comforts of the bad chap that he feels betrayed. His better other has reached paradise and didn't mind coming back to lend him a glimpse of how it was, a continuation of the already long equation they'd promised to break. And so confidently he speaks to the photos of them until the day they turn him insane. The world speaks ill of the days he spent away from home only to miss her today, ignoring the fact that the days he spent away was to feed her. None so wise to understand that a good wife shone light into her husband's life, gave him the will to live. None so wise to consider the fact that with every word they said, they launched their missiles right into his chest. When a good wife passes away, the world stops for her husband. And don't judge him. She's just a good wife, remember? She's just another loving good wife, remember?